from the conversation. This is my chance to run. You taking my hand. Run free. 1 second away from this. This is my chance to finally run. You taking my hand. Run free. 1 second away from this. This is my chance.
Tonight, the players continue their pursuit to advance right into the finals of the Fortnite tournament to determine the Fortnite champion for the first time in the rich community's history. Welcome to round 3 of the Fortnite tournament. I'm Adrian the Voice at GameSide, along with my partner Undead Freak 78 and Undead. Welcome to round 3.
Oh, thanks for having me. And look, I still think R.A. Zink is the most coward of all. He isn't good in my opinion.
Isn't good? R.A. Zink won the first round tournament and is well on his way to become a champion. You realize that?
No. I don't realize that. That guy simply sucks.
Oh my God.
He isn't.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You wouldn't know talent even if it struck you right in the face.
If you continue to disrespect me, then you'll be seeing my knuckle sandwich right in the face. Now call the match, you stupid tool.
Well, listen, I'm going to call the match. In fact, it's already Wick Pilot versus Joker's Mayhem YT. Wick Pilot has some interesting stats on his head, by the way. Almost 4,000 kills, 138 wins, and a KD spread of 1.73. Now, something very interesting about Wick Pilot. I believe he has a chip on his shoulder because he's been in this community for some time. In fact, he's a veteran. But Wick Pilot hasn't been featured in many showcases, hence the chip. And this is Wick Pilot's opportunity to open so many eyes on Undead. But Joker's Mayhem, who is making his first appearance in the Gaming Weekly, folks, he's actually here to prove that he belongs. Looking to use his quickness to evade and overtake the pace of the matchup and truly gain control to become that champion to enter right into the finals next week. Now, if you think about it, this could affect the context of the matchup because Wick Pilot already has been under the pressure of a TGW broadcast, Undead. Wick Pilot has already been through it in the past when we saw him compete in Minecraft battles in the past. However, in contrast, as mentioned, this is Joker's first appearance right now. There you see a shot raining through, landing hard on his feet as Wick Pilot. But the point I'm trying to make, this is Joker's first appearance. A lot of butterflies, perhaps, and it can affect the state of the mind of Joker. So in this predicament, wait a minute, there you see now Joker landing on his feet, Wick Pilot up above, going to do what he can to try to get control of this matchup here. So I was going to ask the question, Undead, who do you think has the upper hand into this match? Is it Joker's, who actually is making his first TGW appearance, or is it Wick Pilot?
I think it is Wick Pilot.
Oh my, wait a second, hold on. Wait just a second though, Undead, as Joker getting shot down by Wick Pilot. Wick Pilot was able to just shotgun Joker's right there. Wick Pilot has 1 point. The first person to reach to 3 will indeed be the winner of the matchup. Will advance right into the finals of the tournament. We already saw R.A. Zink advancing along with his opponent as well, Assassin Hot Dog. Tonight we're going to be crowning the third and final one, and then next week a triple threat start for the first time in TGW history in this career. We're going to be seeing a Fortnite champion crown. But go ahead, what were you saying?
I was saying that Winged Pilot actually has the advantage because, like you said, he is more not pressured because he's been in the videos before and in the matches before, even though it was Minecraft. And yeah, Joker is new, but you know, there is always a possibility. But I still kind of root for Wick Pilot. He looks more experienced, and plus he already got that first kill.
Wick Pilot does have that first kill, you're right. But, you know, Joker looks absolutely incredible tonight. He wants to make that name, he wants to make that impact, and catapult his TGW tenure in his first broadcast to open everyone's eye, to put himself right into the map, to determine, of course, the Fortnite champion. You're going to have to advance. We're going to figure out whether or not if it's going to be Wick Pilot or if it's going to be Joker, as Wick Pilot continues this pursuit, this relentless assault, obviously trying to find the next opponent. Now, Undead, I do have to ask you again, though. I mean, you know, the same question as last night. Do you think sometimes pressure comes into the matchup? Do you think that sometimes that actually affects the player?
I think it makes the player stronger.
That's a good point. In fact, sometimes pressure, right? Go ahead.
Pressure, like, you know, whenever it's hard to explain.
There we see Joker's getting eliminated right there. Wick Pilot has 2 points, folks. This is the opportunity, the window of opportunity that begins to open for Wick Pilot, but Joker's is not going to give up here. Joker's is going to continue this pursuit to advance, to actually take down Wick Pilot. Now, we talked about the mentality of Wick Pilot, trying to make Joker's angry at this rate in time. In fact, maybe the more anger, the more pressure that you have, though, perhaps maybe Joker's is going to overtake and overcome and overpower in this matchup. And we're just talking about it. Sometimes pressure does make you a better TGW player or player in general. But what's the strategy, though? I mean, if you are Joker's, you're losing in this match. What does Joker have to do at this point in predicament to actually beat his opponent, Wick Pilot?
Learn to keep his head down and stop getting in plain sight. Well, yeah, that's just about it. He's starting to get smarter. He's actually, you know, staying correct.
Well, I think Joker's here is going to do a really good job over the next couple of minutes. We're going to be learning a lot about Joker in the next couple of minutes because obviously this is his first TGW broadcast, but he's really taken it to a veteran known as Wick Pilot. Wick Pilot has competed in so many TGW matches in the past, but the question is, can Wick Pilot truly overpower Joker's here tonight? And Wick Pilot has used his repertoire to much success with 37 impressive solo wins, which can help him win this case tonight. If you think about it, with 37 impressive solo wins, that does give the edge to Wick Pilot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Wick Pilot's going to, he's more experienced and he knows how to stay in cover, unlike another player.
You know, I actually got a chance to speak to Scorch earlier today. Scorch, obviously the executive of TGW. He told me, quote, that I see a lot of potential in Joker's mayhem. I see him as a champion one day. This could be that day, though. This could be the day for Joker's to advance right into the finals, and next week he's going to become that champion in TGW the first time ever. You know, history will be made next week, Undead, because, again, for the first time in this community's history, we're going to be crowning a Fortnite champion. There's been so many historic moments, historic proportions in the past, but this is going to be the moment where we're going to be crowning the first ever Fortnite champion. Everyone's going to remember the first ever Fortnite champion because everyone always remembers the first of something. So who do you got to win this thing? I mean, we got R.A. Zink and obviously Assassin Hot Dog. They advanced. Are you still sticking for Wick Pilot to win?
I don't know. It's a biggie between the Wing Pilot and Assassin.
Hey, look at this! Oh my God, Joker! Joker is getting himself back into this matchup with a shot right there to the midsection, taking down Wick Pilot. And you know what? The I don't know is actually correct, Undead, because at this point we don't know who's going to win. It may seem like Wick Pilot was going to pick up the victory there, but Joker's fighting back. Come on, Joker. Joker here is going to make a name for himself in TGW. I can guarantee it. And Joker is fighting back with a shot. Used that incredible weapon to his dismay, and obviously used it against Wick Pilot to advance himself here.
Wing Pilot, no. He's gonna win. I think Wing Pilot's gonna win.
Well, Wick Pilot is incredible, though.
He's still ahead. Joker's only has one kill.
You cannot go wrong with either. These two TGW superstars are indeed super, and they're so relentless and so methodical when it comes to a gameplay like this on Fortnite. They are willing to do all they can to dig down deep and to really reach to their standards to go against their opponent. Now, the question is, though, when the finals happens next week, who is it going to be in the finals? We understand that it's R.A. Zink and obviously Assassin Hot Dog participating in that finals championship tournament. Tonight we're going to be crowning whether or not if it's going to be Wick Pilot or Joker's Mayhem. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on Twitch and also on YouTube. And of course the people, the great competitors participating in this Fortnite tournament for the first time in TGW history. Adrian the Voice and Undead Freak 78 for the first time commentating this incredible action. And Undead, sorry to burst your bubble, but you were actually claiming that you were the Sword Tournament champion. Clearly, you're not the Sword Tournament champion. In fact, I want to let everyone know that you're not the Sword Tournament champion because of the fact that, oh my God, you're not the Sword Tournament champion. Let's take you back to 3 weeks ago.
The fans.
How can you say the fans made you lose?
And
How can you say that? Oh my God. R.A. Zink wasn't even around when you were involved in that matchup, by the way.
It's both their faults. The fans and R.A. Zink. I blame them both.
Once again, R.A. Zink wasn't even around when that happened, number one. And number two, the fans were innocently watching the broadcast. How can you blame the fans when it was just you playing along? Enough already. And will you stop with R.A. Zink already? Can you give the guy credit? He already won the first round tournament. Can you? Oh, my Lord.
He's a dummy. I'm better than him.
Yep, I'm sure you're gonna be ranting about R.A. Zink. What are you gonna do? Hey, what are you gonna do if R.A. Zink actually wins the entire tournament?
Then I'm gonna, I say, if he does, then he's obviously using some mods or something. There's no way he's gonna win the tournament.
Using some mods? R.A. Zink's one of the greatest TGW players out there. Oh my Lord.
I know.
Hey, you might want to keep your words short and sweet because you might have to eat them later on.
He got lucky.
Well, you know what? Whenever they become the champion, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be using his luck. He's going to be using pure skill. How about that? When they become the champion, you might as well just agree to the fact that Ari Zink is a great player nonetheless. In fact, all these great TGW players are great because they're here in the Gaming Weekly, representing the Gaming Weekly, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to make that impact, trying to, well, really catapult their TGW tenure into a different level. You would say. I just can't believe that you're not giving Ari Zink the credit that he deserves. But anyway, there you see Wick Pilot.
I'm not going to.
Why not?
Because he's stupid. He cheats. He made me lose my position. I was the Sword Tournament champion. Me, not Freak Pete, not Altered, me. And all because Ari Zink and the stupid fans, I lost.
Oh, just to enlighten you. It was Altered Beast who won the matchup, the Sword Tournament matchup. In fact, that happened a couple of weeks ago on Halo Reach as Joker's Mayhem here, trying to do all he can to get himself back into this matchup, looking to beat down Wick Pilot, trying to build up, trying to get the trajectory. Sometimes we talk about the trajectory and obviously the building that comes into play when it comes to Fortnite. It looks like we're going to have some sort of build battle. These two gentlemen meeting up top. Wick Pilot getting shot down by Jokers, evaded by Wig, obviously, and Wick here is going to do all he can to try to take down Jokers, and Jokers is up above, and Undead, this could perhaps be the turning point of the matchup right now. A critical point here. Joker is up above. Wick Pilot, on the other hand, is trying to destroy the base, and the implosion continues by Wick Pilot here, and Wick Pilot is shooting down. Oh my, Jokers is in trouble. Jokers is in trouble. Joker's falling off, and able to build, though, able to stop his free fall. Joker was so close and dying down, now catapulting up above to try to take down and aim Wick Pilot to advance here to get his second point. But remember, Wick Pilot needs just one more point to advance here in this Fortnite tournament. Aiming at Wick Pilot, up above yet again, up midair, lands on a fake great balance here. And for Wick Pilot, he's going to have to watch out for Jokers because Joker's like Spider-Man. He's flying all over the place here. Wick Pilot realizes how quick, how powerful, how amazing, how incredible his opponent is. Joker truly is joking around with Wick Pilot right now. Oh, the shots continue here. The implosion right now. Is this the opportunity that Wick Pilot has? It doesn't. Wick Pilot, though, is able to eliminate Joker Mayhem. Hey, listen, you want to give credit to Joker. You want to give credit to Joker Mayhem, who did a really good job in this TGW matchup, but Wick Pilot was the one who did win. You were right, Undead, but you still got to give credit to Joker, who did a really, really good job. No, go ahead.
I give him credit. He did good. And especially at the end there, his little strategy. Wig couldn't find him there for a second. But, you know, right going above him and kind of getting himself shot down. Wasn't that good, but yeah.
Hey, did he see that? It looks like Joker actually shot down Wick Pilot at the end of things. Almost as if... Go ahead.
It's over already.
It is over. I understand that it's over.
It's the winner.
I get it. Wick Pilot is advancing. He's going to be joining Ari Zink and Assassin Hot Dog for the Fortnite Tournament Championship that's going to be taking place triple threat style. But at the end of the broadcast, we just saw Wick Pilot, the demise of him by Joker. Joker, it's almost as if he was saying, you know what, maybe I got taken down completely tonight, but it's not enough to put me down. I'm going to come back stronger than ever. But nonetheless, again, a few shots here and there. Jokers could have indeed slayed down Wick Pilot, but it was not to be because Wick Pilot now has completed and has inserted himself into the triple threat. We now know all the equation, that being Wick Pilot versus Ari Zink versus Assassin Hot Dog. Those three gentlemen are going to be competing into the triple threat for the Fortnite Tournament Championship next week for the first time in TGW history. We're going to be calling history next week for Undead Freak 78. I'm Adrian the Voice. Have a good night. And again, we'll see you next week for the Fortnite Finals for the first time in TGW. Tonight, TGW is coming to you live on Fortnite, and for the first time, one of three men will start their journey to become the first ever Fortnite Tournament champion for the first time in TGW history. This is the biggest opportunity these three competitors are ever going to get in this channel because history will be crafted for the first time. It is Assassin Hot Dog 6 versus Wick Pilot versus Ari Zink for the first time, and of course, the first to reach the 5 points will win, and one of these three gentlemen will fulfill their dreams. One of these three gentlemen will make history. One of them will be the Fortnite champion. Adrian the Voice at GameSide alongside my partner Undead Freak 78 and Undead. Let's take you back to what happened this past week on TGW, obviously, and show you the incredible victory we saw. It was Ari Zink who actually defeated Thunder Grizzle in the round 1. It was round 2 in which Assassin defeated God of Hyper Death, and then round 3, Wick Pilot defeated Joker's Mayhem. And tonight, it is incredible to see Wick Pilot versus Ari Zink versus Assassin Hot Dog. The winner of this one will be the Fortnite Tournament champion for the first time. Undead, welcome aboard.
Okay, first off, please just shut up. I'm not going to root for anyone, but I certainly don't want that stupid cowardice martyr R.A. Zink to win.
Oh, will you stop? R.A. Zink isn't a modder. He got here because he's a proud player. In fact, all these 3 players are. Oh my, look at that, a shot right there to the midsection. Obviously, Wick Pilot doing all he can to win it here tonight. The first man to reach to 5 points. Sorry to interrupt you, Undead, but of course I got to do my job here, unlike you, where I carry you. Nonetheless, is Wick Pilot going up there. Wick Pilot obviously has a keen invested interest into this matchup, and TGW become that Fortnite tournament champion for the first time. Obviously has a huge chip on his shoulder here tonight, and Wick Pilot will indeed be that Fortnite champion if he continues to use his aggressiveness. Now, what were you saying, Undead? Oh, wait a second there. Wick Pilot out with a shot to the midsection. Wick Pilot gets that first point here tonight.
You know, Adrian, the heck with all these people. I'm a commentating god, and I predict that nobody will be a successful champion.
You only called 2 matches. You're not a commentary god. And how can you say that? You know, Assassin and Wick Pilot are actually great competitors anyway.
No, well, these 2 are bad players anyway. They are horrible. This is TGW, where the best players compete, not stupid cowards. These 2 idiots are just... No.
That's why you're seeing the crafty veterans known as Assassin Hot Dog, Wick Pilot, of course, R.A. Zink, the elite player that he is, nearly 500 wins, rather, Undead. How can you say that R.A. Zink is a modder?
Because he took forever. He was about to back out earlier. He's a coward.
Doesn't matter. He's still in the matchup. Doesn't matter. He's still in the matchup. In fact, he has a chance to become the Fortnite champion for the first time in TGW history. But Wick Pilot obviously now building upstairs, trying to meet with his opponent R.A. Zink. And there he is, the man, the dark horse to actually try to win this thing. Goes attack Assassin Hot Dog there with a shot right there to the skull area. Let's take a look at the stats and another shot there again, folks. Wow, R.A. Zink looking spectacular tonight in this Fortnite Tournament Championship. Well, let's take a look at the stats again. Assassin Hot Dog has 167 wins, which is impressive. Wick Pilot has 139 with nearly 500 kills, nearly 500 wins, I should say. R.A. Zink, a physical brute that he is, has a strategy on his hand to become that champion yet again. Well, I'll tell you one thing, though, Undead. You got to give credit to Zink, no matter what you say. Zink is here in the finals. That means that he's a great competitor.
That don't mean nothing. He cheated his way to the top. He cheated all the way to here. And you also want to know something else? You want to know, actually, I know one is crowned champion, but I'm already a champion. I'm the Sword Tournament champion.
You're not the You're not Sword Tournament champion. It was a couple of weeks ago on that 3-way Sword Tournament champion from the line. It was actually Altered Beast who defeated you in Xbox 3 Triple Threat. What are you talking about?
They're cheaters. Both of them. I'm the champion.
Yeah,
rightfully.
okay. I'm sure. Nonetheless, though, we're going to be crowning a Fortnite champion tonight. There have been first ever champions in the past. For the first time we saw Wick Pilot, he was actually a tumble champion. He's involved in the matchup. We saw the Sword Tournament champion for the first time. It was actually Xbox repeat. And for the first time in TGW history, we crowned a battle champion, that being Sober Swine. And of course, Chunk Dinky, who was the first ever glider champion. But tonight, we're crowning a new Fortnite champion for the first time. People are going to remember the first ever of something. For all intents and purposes, stats don't really determine a winner, does it, Undead?
No, and that's why R.A. Zink's gonna lose, mostly also because he's a modern cheater. Stats
not a modder, nor a cheater. R.A. Zink is actually battling that. He's a proud TGW player tonight, representative of the Gaming Weekly. He's actually undefeated. He won. He defeated Thunder Grizzle in that mismatch a couple of weeks ago, and now Zink is going to have that opportunity. He's going to mold himself into the great player that he is to become that champion for the first time. He's going to be representing the entire community if he wins this, but that is if he wins, because he has 2 other opponents that he has to chase. He has against Assassin Hot Dog and Wick Pilot, and obviously Wick Pilot here is going to do all he can to reassess the situation. Wick Pilot continuing here. Now, Undead, let me ask you this, though. When it comes to Pilot or Assassin, because we all know that you don't like R.A. Zink, who do you root for between those two? Wick Pilot or Assassin?
You know, they're both idiots, but I would probably root for Assassin more.
And that's nice. Not even idiots. They're great competitors nonetheless. Of course, the suspense is animating. Here tonight in TGW, we are live at Tilted Towers. One of these men will make history tonight. The shots raining through in the distance there. Wick Pilot ready to go and jockeying for position to become that champion. Now, we must put things in perspective so we can actually understand the critical element in a high-death manner, Undead. Usually, the longer the match goes, it favors someone, and that can be said for this match. However, if you think about it, the longer it goes, it can give the opening for another opportunity. For example, let's just say Wick Pilot actually gives all the kills to, for instance, Assassin Hot Dog, and R.A. Zink waits back. That's going to give the chance for Wick Pilot to win the championship for the first time. What do you say?
I don't agree with it. Not at all.
Remember, whoever reaches to 5 points will win. 2 points for Zink right now. Zink is the dark horse to win.
Zink's he's cheating. That's it. He's a coward. I'm better than him. Better than all of these guys.
He's not a coward. In fact, neither of these great TGW players are cowards. Can you get that through your mind? Get it through your head already.
I wish you'd stop interrupting me whenever I try to talk. You know, it's going to get ugly for you if you don't quit.
Well, nonetheless, it's a very competitive matchup here, and TGW unfolding right before us here tonight to determine the first ever Fortnite tournament champion. It has been a great, incredible tournament for the past couple of weeks, but tonight it ends. It culminates here in Tilted Towers, and look at again the shots raining down beneath. Wake Pilot is realizing that this is his opening, the critical point right now. Wake Pilot now going against the man that was going against Zink, and now Zink is back up above. Wake Pilot now and Zink battling here. Assassin Hotdog is reassessing the situation while Zink is just going right into the attack, and sometimes a fast-paced manner is going to be going to your own advantage. The shots again. Listen to this. Zink trying to evade. Inside set Wake Pilot and does so here. Wake Pilot, though, using his shots, trying to destroy the base. Zink lands on his feet and great bounce. And up next, it's actually Assassin Hotdog here. It's a three-way, let's not forget. Usually we've been crowning 1v1 Wake Pilot versus Assassin and Zink.
You know, hey, I have an announcement of something here. I want to call out a few people. And
oh my, Wake Pilot gets another point. Go ahead with your announcement.
Salazar, Thunder, and B Crest 22. Calling all them out for being a bunch of big meanies and bullies.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your mind out of the gutter.
People should stay away from
fans and players. They're great TGW players. Number one, I actually spoke to them multiple times in the past. They're really, really kind of nice. Number two, why don't you get the match over instead of talking about yourself? Talk about all these announcements. We got a Fortnite tournament championship on the line, and you want to talk about these announcements.
Because I'm better than all these players. I'm better than all the fans. I'm better than everybody here.
Yeah, that's why you lost the Sword Tournament Championship a couple of weeks back, and that's why you're calling the action with me. As already Zink trying to plant a trap here to become, of course, that champion. He didn't. What are you talking about? They didn't cheat.
Yeah, they're cheating.
You didn't win the match fair and square anyway.
I did.
We're going to put a clinic. You can hear the footsteps in the background, folks. Every single time you hear that footstep, that's the suspense animating here. And as mentioned, the very competitive matchup in TGW unfolding right before us tonight for the first time in Fortnite tournament history. Of course, we're going to be crowning a Fortnite champion of this community, in this illustrious community. Can it be Ari Zink, the dark horse to win this match, nearly 500 wins on Fortnite? Or can it be Assassin Hotdog or Wake Pilot? Wake Pilot obviously sees Zink is in the distance and is going to continue this relentlessness. He's not going to relent until he's champion. And once again, the shots continuing raining down. Wake Pilot now slugging out. Is this the weak point for Wake Pilot?
You want to know how Zink got all 500 wins from all the mods he uses? That's why he didn't. That's why he almost left the match. He was making everybody think before the match even started that he was going to forfeit tonight. Just that way he'd have time to download mods and cheats, and he used them. He's cheating right now. I know it. I don't like him. He caused me to lose the Sword Tournament Championship.
Okay, well guess what? Ari Zink may very well be the champion. Why don't you actually show the guy some respect?
I don't like Zink. He don't deserve respect after what he did. He is an idiot,
he deserves respect.
Player.
He's in the finals.
Cheater. No. I don't care if he's in the finals.
All TGW players deserve respect.
No,
let's talk about the psychological factor to this match, the mental preparedness, the vicious tendencies that begin to reign. Wake Pilot obviously doing all he can to apply his vicious tendencies, but it's Assassin who's applying his building tactics. Sometimes building does come into play in this match to get the better vantage point and trajectory to get the kill here, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Assassin has an easy kill, but it's Wake Pilot who's building his base, so he's avoiding the shots, the cavalcaded shots by Assassin. This is letting up like a New Year's Eve party. Assassin Hotdog 6, though, just coming to the aid of himself and going right into the assault of his opponent, Wake Pilot. And folks, this is for the first time a Fortnite tournament champion. There's Zink, of course, looking on. What were you going to say?
That the reason he wasn't in the action between Assassin and Winged is because of he is a coward and he's trying to run and wait for his moment. That's what cowards do. They hide in the shadows.
He isn't a coward. He's going right against the opponents. If he was a coward, he would have been running away.
Whenever
Zink is fighting back. What the hell are you talking about? Zink is fighting back right now. Why don't you actually watch the matchup? And now Zink is trying to do all he can. Yeah, a minute ago it happened right now, and Zink got that kill. Zink got the point. What do you have to say now, Undead? Why don't you watch the match?
I am watching the match.
Cheater, okay, he's playing the... What are you talking about? What is wrong with you tonight? Honestly, out of all the nights you choose to act like this, it's tonight, the tournament.
Zink don't deserve to even be in this tournament. He don't deserve to make it to the finals. He's not a good person. Just like Salazar, Thunder, and the rest of them I called out, they're all a bunch of meanies. Zink is even one of them. They're all cowards. I'm better than every single player here, every single fan.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? All right, you know what? Yeah, keep on talking, because you lost the Sword Tournament champion, so clearly you're not the best. Number 2, these great TGW players, they deserve respect. Number 3, Ari Zink isn't a modder. And number 4, the people that you called out aren't even bad people. They're great people.
Then why was they making fun of me? Why was they all making fun of me? Why was they bullying me?
They weren't bullying. What are you talking about?
Why are you taking up for bullies? Why are you supporting them? They're bullies. All of them.
I actually don't condone... What are you talking about? I don't condone bullying at all. But you're the one bullying everybody else here in TGW anyway. As Zink, of course, continues the assault. We have a matchup going on, by the way, for the Fortnite Tournament Champion for the first time. And you're clearly going to be talking about yourself on commentary. Way to go. Big shot. Yeah, this wouldn't happen with Xbox Freak Pit if he was here. As RA Zink now has continued the build up here. And Zink, again, this is a competitive matchup. Can they keep their emotions in check tonight? For the first time in TGW history, a tournament champion can be crowned. We talked about the first-time champions in the past, but tonight we're going to be seeing the first-ever Fortnite champion. Fortnite, one of the greatest games out there, most popular, I can guarantee it. And obviously, Zink now falling off. Zink is falling off here, and he fell. This is going to be a frustration point for Zink now, as the matchup obviously is rolling on. And how can you laugh at that? Sometimes it happens.
No, it happened to him.
Can they keep their emotions in check, though? That's what I'm going to say. Can they keep their composure?
His cheat engine shut off on him, and that's what caused him to just fall.
Cheat engine?
Yeah, cheat engine.
Miscalculation, ever heard of it? Miscalculation.
No, not miscalculation. He sucks without his cheats, without his mods.
Look up the definition of miscalculation. Actually, you miscalculated a few shots in the past when you lost that Sword Tournament matchup anyway.
Hey, I was sitting back, and I was letting them. I was going easy on them. And they cheated.
And look at Assassin Hot Dog. Assassin Hot Dog trying to take down Zink. Obviously, the dark horse to win this match. You know, I got a chance to speak to Scorch. Scorch has a vested interest into this match. Scorch said, quote, I honestly think RA Zink is going to win this tournament, but we shall see. As Assassin Hot Dog 6 now is evading the cavalcade shots. Assassin Hot Dog 6, though, is not going to relent until he is indeed the Fortnite champion. Just continue this assault. A man who has a chip on his shoulder, though, that is Wick Pilot. Wick Pilot has been here for the past couple of years. He's a veteran, but he wants to make everyone know who Wick Pilot is. He wants everyone to open his eyes. R.A. Zink has built himself a base here. And Undead, R.A. Zink, I bet he's going to win it. And he's going to prove to everyone else, even you, to the doubters out there, that Zink can't do it.
If he wins, then he's modded. He's not going to win on his own.
He didn't mod, he didn't do anything, he's just playing by the game, and look at this. Again, just assault continuing tonight, folks. Will you stop already?
No.
You got me all flustered tonight. Your comments are just a disgrace.
You talk about disgraces, look at R.A. Zink.
He's doing a really good job on my screen, and R.A. Zink he actually has a bazooka. R.A. Zink has a bazooka, and R.A. Zink is going to use that for his own aid. Going against the Assassin here, and we talked about how sometimes Zink is going to have to go right into the attack quickly because remember, Wake Pilot can get all the kills against Assassin. Zink realized that, trying to get the upper hand of this match, the power here. The build offense is beginning, and it looks like Zink may have gotten that kill. And folks, if I'm not mistaken, I think Zink does it! R.A. Zink is your champion! R.A. Zink is your new Fortnite champion for the first time in TGW history! All the doubters out there, Zink has proved indeed that Zink has what it takes to be a champion.
Don't prove nothing.
Zink has realized his dream. Zink has realized his dream to be a Fortnite champion. TGW makes history tonight as R.A. Zink makes history himself, being the Fortnite champion and proving to everyone that he has what it takes. Proving to everyone that you can achieve what you can accomplish. That you can accomplish anything that you want. R.A. Zink proving to everyone that the doubters cannot affect you at all. Zink is your new Fortnite champion.
I don't agree with this.
You have to agree with it. And I told you a couple of weeks ago, and I told you last week in TGW to keep your words short and sweet because you might have to eat them. Well, you're going to have to eat them now because he won the matchup.
Because he modded. Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible TGW tournament it has been over the past couple of weeks here, broadcasting this really, really interesting and great performance that we saw. Sync versus Assassin Hot Dog versus Wick Pilot. You don't want to take the skill set away from Assassin Hot Dog and Wick Pilot. Those two great competitors did all they could to try to become that champion for the first time in TGW history, but it was not to be because Sync, he overstepped everybody. He proved to everyone that he was champion worthy, and of course, he kept his composure. He kept his emotions in check. And tonight now, Sync is no longer a competitor, but rather Sync is your new Fortnite champion for the first time in history. Sync does it, folks.